presentation, part 2, where we left off with attributes. Define the recruitment process. How will it be advertised? And how much will it cost? And a point selection panel. This could be made up of managers, senior staff, or just department members. After you've gone through all the selection process and you've found your model employee, it's common courtesy to let the other unsuccessful applicants know that they were not successful in the position. Then we welcome our employee. When inducting an employee, what do we need to ask ourselves? How to assist a new team member to feel part of the team. Very important. How best do we motivate the new team member? And how do we integrate their goals with the team's objectives? Training. Training is training required for the job. That can be identified through job profiling. Training managers, supervisors and employees for additional skills. And training requirements under VET guidelines, which make sure the training is legitimate and under nationally recognised authority. Managing people, performance effectiveness, managing performance efficiencies, understanding that job satisfaction equals good work performance. Good work performance leads to good job satisfaction. Improved awards equals to both good work performance and job satisfaction. And remuneration, identify skills and awards it accordingly. When procuring resources, what do we need to have a look at? For IAJ, we have IAJ's purchasing policy, which is based on a win-win outcome and also outlines the relationships and the conduct. Under that policy, supplier assessment policy and procedure. It's to do with the approval process with over $100 and also getting three different quotes, approval from CEO for anything over $100,000 per year, and also the procurement steps. Identifying the needs for short, medium and long term, technical direction and requirements needed, and approval from stakeholders. This could be managers and supervisors in your department. Once the supplier is identified, or you've identified suppliers, we send out requests for quotation, request for proposal, request for information, and request for tender. Negotiations cover things like price, availability, delivery schedules, contracts to acquire the resource is then completed. Delivery. Resource is delivered. Payment is complete based on contract terms. Lease versus buy. Some advantages for leasing is a required asset with little impact to cash flow. It can be deducted through business expenses in your tax return. You're free to lease new equipment after your lease is finished. Some disadvantage for leasing is overall it costs more. You have lack of ownership. You're obligated to a contract, and usually there's large termination fees. Some buy advantage and disadvantages. Of course, an advantage for buying something is you have ownership of that asset. You can get tax incentives through depreciation deductions through your tax, and you can also resell or trade in the asset or equipment to get a new one. Some disadvantages is you need a lot of cash. Loans require down payment. It could also tie up other lines of credit. If you get a loan, equipment may become outdated, and resale value, you always lose a bit of money, but it could also be made up through tax depreciation. IAJ needs an e-procurement system to function properly in this business environment. Some things that a procurement system addresses is e-sourcing, which addresses pre-purchase activities, spend analysis, which collects spending transactions data, supply base analysis, which supports supplier relationships and process, and contract management, which helps store, track, and update contracts. IAJ systems and technology requirements. We need to develop the Sage 300 ERP system. It's very basic right now, and to function properly in today's day and age, being customer focused and demand driven, we really need to develop our EDI so businesses can work together, implement warehouse management system, activate barcode technology, so we can have real-time information and make real-time decisions. E-commerce and procurement, both systems, the buy side and sell side of procurement. E-business, so we can have business-to-business functions, business to customers, and customer-to-customer functions too. Investigating and rectifying problems. First we define the problem. What is the problem? We measure it, the volume and impact it has, analyze, collect and measure the data, improve, what solutions can we come up with, and control to prevent reoccurrences. Reducing cost. Reducing overall operations costs, improving the management of utility contracts and relationships, reducing waste across the business, making it more lean, report findings and make recommendations for continuous improvement. Framework for stakeholders, reporting framework for stakeholders. The board will get annual reports, executive managers get quarterly reports, middle managers monthly reports, supervisors weekly reports, and operational will get daily reports. Collecting data reports, we do this through